Weatherland. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, a nice day for rain and thunderstorms. Some storms, though, did produce gusty winds, some tree branches down, a little bit of a gustnado. We'll talk more about that on Ambassador Caffrey and Cameron. And now things are settling down. So let's take a look at what happened today. We had that upper level disturbance roll on through as expected. And look at all the dry air in the wake of that system in Louisiana. The lighter shades of orange and dark here is the drier air. You can see storms erupting well to our west. Got to keep an eye on these storms with this upper level pattern, but those storms, if they would threaten anywhere close to home, it would be more toward Texas. So it looks like a quiet weather pattern for the next couple of days ahead, with rain chances down to 10% or less. So here's the big picture. Rain, thunderstorms moving on through. This is the 18-hour loop, and you can see how things moved in and then they moved out nicely. The storms did produce sporadic wind damage across portions of central Louisiana, then into eastern Louisiana, but nothing high end. So that is the good news. And as we come on in, take a look at the Doppler radar. This is how it looked with the cloud to ground lightning pushing on through and those storms pushing out into the Gulf of Mexico. And as quickly as they moved in, they did move out, ending around but just before 5 o'clock in Lafayette and down toward Morgan City by 6 or 7. So what happened earlier today, we did have a thunderstorm, and it wasn't a big storm that was rolling through the western part of Lafayette Parish. But shortly before that storm, we had some sunshine. So we had some strong updrafts and downdrafts. And when this storm kind of blossomed out, it had those strong updrafts. Then it had a downdraft right at this point, right here. And that downdraft allowed for winds to go down. And then we had some swirling winds. And that's why we had that little bit of a gustnado. It looked like 40, 50, maybe 60-mile-an-hour winds, very small area. And we knew it was kind of a gustnado because it was out ahead of the storm associated with the gust front that was coming out of that thunderstorm at that time. So interesting weather scenario. You want to check out the video again, check out our social media pages. As for rainfall, this is over the last, well, I'm kind of cheating here, 25 hours, going back to that storm last night in western Lafayette Parish. Most of us picking up about a ½ inch to an inch and a half of rain. It wasn't a big soaking, but it was certainly the best thing that we have seen over the last 6 to 7 weeks, going back to mid-April when we had a 3-inch rainfall. And since then, the rainfall has been scant and not much of the state getting some rainfall, lesser amounts as you get towards southwest Louisiana. And this is the area that is the driest, and down in Cameron Parish in a moderate drought scenario. So hopefully more rain in the future, but we don't see a whole lot. Meanwhile, I didn't know this was even in my show, but here it is. I did prepare the graphic for social media. Second depression of the eastern Pacific season is formed, and it's probably going to become a tropical storm, and then maybe up to a Category 2 hurricane, maybe a little stronger, but it's only going to be threatening the fishes. No concerns with this one. First name of the eastern Pacific basin, if it does become a tropical storm, would be Alita. So as we look at your future cast, again, quiet tonight, some fog developing through tomorrow morning, then mostly sunny skies at lunchtime, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. That frontal boundary that helped be the focusing mechanism for the storms pretty much dissipating over the next 24 to 36 hours, with mostly sunny skies as we go into Thursday. So near-term issue is going to be the fog. Visibility could go down to a quarter, a half mile in spots, especially across the I-10 corridor off to the east and certainly to the north, but that fog lifts quickly for tomorrow mid-morning into the early afternoon. So temperatures tonight, kind of pleasant, upper 60s to near 70. Enjoy it. It won't be that mild tomorrow night, near the lower 90s tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night will favor closer to the low to mid 70s, and then going into Thursday, here comes the high heat back into the mid 90s, and that heat index back to near 100, and rain chances staying low. So quiet night ahead. Mosquitoes are hatching as we speak. Look out tomorrow night and the nights ahead. Some patchy fog, late 70 your low, 91, 92 the high tomorrow. So back to hot and drier conditions. Maybe an isolated coastal storm near that frontal boundary, but rain chances 10% or less, and that might be generous. 5% on Thursday, 10% Friday, Saturday. Then by the end of the weekend going into next week, we'll see the return of at least a few afternoon storms, and by the middle part of next week, maybe a pretty good chance of daytime showers and thunderstorms, but temperatures in the 90s. And oh, by the way, we weren't below 90 today. We actually officially hit 91. I was hoping
91,
for
okay.
80s, but it did feel good.
It felt cool after the 6 o'clock.